RuneScape is a game where you can do anything you want. Well, unless you've decided to lock the entire game behind the Slayer skill. Start a quest? Nope. Chop that tree? No way. Every skill and quest is locked and hidden on a massive grid of tiles. Completing a Slayer assignment has a chance to earn us a key, allowing us to unlock the game one task at a time. Hi, I'm Dan, and this is Slayerscape. We are so back, and you've caught me doing a little AFK fishing in between videos, but hey, there's level 70 fishing. That was actually a tile I picked up after our sailing adventure wrapped up last episode, so let's get this party started with a tile unlock into a double reveal. And what do we find? 51 to 60 crafting. Oh my god, this is a Slayer helm requirement. Yes, dude, that's sick. And the medium Varrock diary? That's actually not as sick. I need to change my tone. I really thought this might be the easy Ardoin diary, so I'm actually depressed to see this tile, but the crafting is still pretty lit. We have 0 Slayer keys to start off this episode, and after the crazy torrent of keys last episode, that feels fitting. One quick housekeeping item before we get into some Slayer is that I did turn in our 30 sailing task to reveal the easy Mauritania diary, and that's pretty neat. So let's get some Slayer going, and I'm thinking we mix it up with a little bit of Krystilia action. Previously, I've been skittish about doing Wildy Slayer, but we're a lot more powerful than we were last time we tried it out. I'm just feeling more prepared for the wilderness, you know? Still not fearless, I still get a little bit of cheeks clenching when I go into the wilderness, but I need to reap the rewards of Wilderness Slayer. There's so much potential in here, so yeah, let's hit it and start sending some Krystilia tasks, starting with 92 bears. What you doing? Slayer. Good luck with it. All right, yeah, thanks, man. That's just the kind of unique social interaction you can only get in old school RuneScape. Okay, we are wrapping up our bear task, our second wilderness task ever. 3 more before we start getting points from Krystilia. Let's head back to Edgeville and grab ourselves another Krystilia task. 115 hellhounds, kind of an ass task. They do have some decent rates for the drops off the wilderness tertiary table, full of blighted supplies and whatnot, but they're also just kind of high level and a pain in the ass to kill. But oh well, let's send it. All right, it's gonna suck a little bit, but the plan is gonna be to just prayer flick these puppies down. It's gonna take a while, won't be super fun, but hopefully we get a couple Larn's keys for our troubles. Oh, we do get a combat achievement for that first kill. Cloggers, there's our first Rev Cave teleport, very nice. Oh, not a clog, but that's a magic shortbow scroll. Very interesting drop. Level 79 strength rolling in. I'll be switching to attack after this kill though. I'm looking to get level 75 attack very soon for something. Okay, that's 115 hellhounds in the bag, lots of blighted supplies, no Larn's keys, which is kind of a scam. We did snag that magic shortbow scroll, which is decent, but ultimately useless without the bow itself, so it'll sit in the bank for now. And our next assignment, 106 rogues. Okay. The fuck is a rogue again? Here we are at the Rogue's Castle, where rogues live in this game, and I definitely knew that, and you can't prove otherwise. Dude, these things actually have a lot of herb drops. I'm getting Ranars and stuff. This is not bad. I'm liking rogues. I'm a fan of rogues, I must say. Oh my god. What the hell? Is that a PKer? Oh my god, why is he dressed in all black? Oh, Jesus. Oh my god. Is that a Bell's Folly? What the fuck, man? Oh god. Wait, that was not a good death. A frickin' Ranar protected over our strength amulet? That sucks, man. My cheeks were clearly not sufficiently clenched for wilderness content. Oh my god. Okay, let's try this again. Sans amulet, and this time with some hopefully useful supplies at the ready. Yes, if a PKer gets on me, I'll throw those bronze bolts at them. 106 rogues complete, no player versus player shenanigans. Let's get the hell out of this place. And our next task, 76 hill giants. Right on. I don't know if it's a lack of Larn's keys or the getting PK'd, but Wildy Slayer is just not doing it for me. Like, I know on paper, Wildy Slayer should be cracked, but it's just, I'm not feeling it. And down he goes. That's our 5th wilderness task. Hey, we actually got 25 points, not bad. Calling it quits for now though with the Wilderness Slayer. We'll come back to it later. We'll still get those 4 task log for bears, hellhounds, rogues, and hill giants. Nice, and we go 3 out of 4 on keys, not bad. I am still committed to keeping my skills legal when possible, and I notice I've got my firemaking at level 28 right now. Over in Slayerscape, I did locate the 21 to 30 tile, so I want to pick this up and make that right by burning a couple logs. Romeo, I'm gonna set you on fire, you dumb motherfucker. Alright, that's level 30 firemaking complete. Back in Slayerscape, we'll claim the tile and we will reveal... God damn it, I saw the green of an achievement diary, and for a second, I let myself believe it could be my easy Ardoin diary. I'm going out of my mind, man. How do I not have this tile? Seriously, did I make a mistake? Well, now that we've got our firemaking back into legal territory and we feel good about spending other keys, I think we will go do Fairy Tale Part 1 Growing Pains. It's got a 3,500 farming XP reward, which will help us finish off this 31 to 40 farming tile we've got in flight. And who knows, maybe we'll find Fairy Tale 2 soon and finally get access to fairy rings in this account. That would be sick. So let's get this unlocked and go do a little questing. Fairy Tale 1, a quest about causality. When Martin the farmer tells us the yield of his crops is on the decline, we set off on some field research to see how other farmers are doing. We learned that across the world, farmers are contending with lack of rainfall, warmer temperatures attracting insects, and irregularities of the seasons and weather patterns. By graphing the average yields over time, we see that there has indeed been a downward trend starting at some date in the past. While we work, some friendly dwarves asked to borrow our chalkboard and graph their booming success at the blast furnace, plotting the total amount of coal burned by players since the release of the minigame. And that's when it all becomes crystal clear. The problem is magical bullshit from the fairy kingdom. What? Human intervention through consumption of fossil fuels? Shut up, nerd. It turns out that the fairy queen is sick, and to cure her, we need to gather a bunch of random crap, bring it to Shrek to create a magical pair of secateurs, use those to kill Groot, and reclaim the queen's golden secateurs. But rather than turning over the prized artifact to the queen and her doctor, we decide to give them to a friendly Italian-American immigrant who's been doing a great job of running the fairy kingdom during the queen's absence. And that's quest complete. 2 quest points, some farming XP, attack XP, magic XP, and we get to keep these fancy green magic secateurs for the future of farming. Very nice. Our first quest of the video, and we reveal mining 41 to 50. That might be over leveled right now, and I might take it. We also find getting ahead. I think this is a standalone Karen quest about a headless bear or something. Don't think it's a quest we need to get done right away. For now, I will be picking up this mining tile. I'm at level 44 right now, so unlocking 41 to 50 will keep us legal. I'll finish this one off in a bit, but for now, I am in a Slayer mood. I mean, we are conveniently right here next to Kaeldar, so I guess this is as good a time as any to take our first Kaeldar task, and it's 14 mutated Zygomites. I think we have to buy some stupid crap to inject into them or whatever, but okay. Buy a fungicide sprayer and a refill pack. That'll cost us 310 of our allowance. You know, getting these Zygomites is actually really great because Slayerscape kind of incentivizes getting faster tasks from higher level Slayer masters, and these are a low kill count right next to Kaeldar, so actually pretty dope. I almost got shredded by that mushroom, but there's level 69, a Slayer. Mushrooms went by so quickly I didn't even capture a clip, but I finished that task, and I guess we'll be moving on to 85 fire giants now. Kaeldar's task list isn't like that crazy or different from what we've seen, so I don't know how much I'll show the process of like picking up her tasks, heading out to do them, yada yada yada. We'll probably get right into like the montages, ripping through her tasks soon, but she's a new Slayer master. I want to give her time in the sun, you know? Alright, that should do it for fire giants. That's task 352. Ooh, a cheeky rune scimitar. Nifty. Another day, another task. Kaeldar, what you got? 117 hellhounds? That sucks. I'm straight up canceling that one. Let's see what we get instead. Jelly is much better. Okay, what if when I'm doing a Slayer montage, I show levels like whoopah? That'd be kind of cool. And sometimes I won't get any levels at all, and you'll just watch me slowly rotate around a mushroom. Radical. We're working on 75 attack, but I want to snag range XP when it makes sense to. So if I get any range levels here, hopefully Editor Dan has found a cool way to show them. Jesus, man. Frickin' Xanaris jump scare bullshit. I'm just trying to get a clip, guys. Chill out. Killing some worms, that's worms with a Y for you folks not looking at your second monitor. I guess I've never shown myself killing these before, but they have a chance to drop some decent weapons, like the Dragon Dagger, and much more rarely the Dragon Sword. Either one would be good to cop. Ho-ho, but we will also take red D-hide chaps. That's a nice upgrade. And there's the Dragon Dagger. Nice, dude. Let's fucking spec this kid out with it. Huge. I'd like to direct your attention to the top left corner where you'll see a few strange icons. Those are hard clue scrolls with timers. What do they mean? Well, I'm glad you asked. During this worms task, I've decided to start clue juggling. Some of you may already be familiar with this concept, but in case you're not, here's a quick rundown. RuneScape has these things called clue scroll boxes at different tiers from easy up to master. Pop open a scroll box and you get a clue. Follow the steps in the clue and you get a casket full of juicy rewards. But here's the catch. My restriction of only attacking enemies on a Slayer task or as part of a quest means I can't do any hard clue steps, which would require me to fight a Saradomin or Zamorak wizard, nor can I do any emote steps with a double agent. Of the 177 unique hard clue steps in the game, 70 of them would instantly end my chances for a casket. That gives me a 16% chance of a hard clue being completable if it's a 4-step, with even worse odds for 5 or 6-step clues. And this is assuming I can do every other step, which I definitely cannot. So now what is clue juggling and how does it help? We can currently get one additional scroll box as a drop even if we have a clue scroll of the same tier in our bank or inventory. We just can't open it. But if we drop our clue, we can then open the box and have 2 clues, one in hand and one on the floor. Then comes the tricky bit. The number of completed steps towards earning a casket is shared by these 2 clues. So we can complete as many steps as we can with one scroll until we hit a dead end. Drop that, then go pick up our other clue and carry on attempting to get a casket. And we can do this with as many scrolls as we want, piling up completable steps on the ground. So ideally we want to have as many completable steps as we can get before we send it. Hopefully I've done justice to the clue juggling explanation. I know this is a sort of weird ass restricted account thing that confused me the first time I learned about it. And we make it through a 6-step hard clue. I still have a completable step on the ground, which we can use to start another juggle later. We'll pop this hard casket open after our still in progress Kaeldar grind. For now though, we are back to some fire giants, absolutely fucking them up with some water spells. Was that a 27? Hot damn. 66 worms, let's go. That's a good last Kaeldar task. Big levels coming in on this task. We got level 69 attack and level 70 Slayer. Can you feel it? The Slayerscape is happening. We are slaying. I am way too hype about playing RuneScape right now, but that task is donezo, and we've got a couple completable steps on the ground, which we might just send in a moment. First, let's roll for some keys. It is time for our first Giga roll with Kaeldar. She's starting at an 80% key chance, and we just completed 9 tasks with her. So let's get those rolled. Nine for 9! 9 out of 9! Oh my god! Oh, the dopamine just kept bubbling in my fucking body that whole time. That was so sick. It's safe to say that after our Konar task, we will be getting into some key spending and advancing the board. Hot damn. But the dopamine doesn't end there because we've still got a casket to open, we've still got clues on the ground. I'm gonna check what task we get from Konar first to decide if we're gonna keep juggling or if I'm just gonna send these 2 steps right now. So Konar, what you got for us? 50 Anku in the Stronghold of Security. A very easy task to get done, not an incredible source of hard clue scrolls though, so I think we'll risk it, see if we can get a casket out of these 2 completable steps, and then we'll do a little casket opening before rounding up this Anku task, and then it is time for some key spending. Let's roll. So we've got one here at Amir's Arena, and our other step is in the Yanil Agility Dungeon. All right, our first step, and we get, nice, another completable step at Barbarian Outpost Agility Course. Fun fact about this hard step, it requires you to have done the bar crawl mini quest, which I did at some point for a hard clue scroll in the background, and that hard clue scroll ended up fizzling, so I never showed the clip of me doing it. There was gonna be some montage of my character drinking, but because we never got to do that, why don't we all crack open a drink right now? Ah, delicious. Be honest, you thought this was some nonsense lead-in to sponsored content trying to sell you weird internet soda. Well, I don't take sponsors. The only person I'm shilling for is me. Fucking subscribe. And our next step, also completable in the Port Sarim Fish Shop. Hell yeah, that's 3 completable steps already. I'm liking this. I'm liking these odds. Another step, dig outside of window. Oh my god, another completable step, and it's just right over there in Draenor. Nice. Scurry over there and get this done. Okay, we are already at 3 steps, so technically this could be the casket. Oh my god, it is! It was a 4-stepper! We can keep our completable step. I gotta remember to go pick that up from the Konar bank real quick. I'm gonna head over there, and then we will do a double hard casket opening. Oh my god, the dopamine is coming in just so hot right now. This is wild. I am so excited to be playing RuneScape. I gotta tell you, when you spend all day prayer flicking fire giants and worms and whatever else I just did, oh, the dopamine of getting 9 keys into 2 hard casket openings, it just goes so hard. Okay, let's not milk it anymore. Let's open these 2 hard clue caskets. Ooh, I'm excited. Oh, Oh, hot damn. Whoa, that's crazy. That's black d'hide, body and legs. And we got a freaking Ceridome plate body. That actually has practical value in God War's dungeon once we can wear it. And 40 law runes. Honestly, I'm pretty stoked about that. I've been running low on law runes. That is a goated casket. Hot fucking damn. And we've got one more to open. I'm over the moon. Let's just click this. Oh. Yeah, we got the magic short bow! We got the magic short bow and a rune axe! Oh, the dopamine is going crazy in my brain. I'm gonna OD on fucking dopamine. Is that possible? Serotonin receptors, you need to chill out. Look at this setup we just got. My range level is only 54 right now, but at 70, we will have both pieces of black d'hide, and we've got a magic short bow we can equip right now. Plus, if you remember earlier, we picked up this magic short bow scroll during our stint of Wilderness Slayer, which means we can take this magic short bow, which currently has 69 range bonus and uses 55% of your special attack every usage, and with the power of this scroll, it becomes a magic short bow imbued with an additional 6 range attack bonus, bringing it up to 75, and it only uses 50% of your special attack power, meaning you can do 2 special attacks back to back with this thing. Plus, it has sweet star particles on it. What more could you ask for? Let's make it even crazier right now. Watch this, check this out. Ready? And here we go, and boom. We also have 40 Herblore. You know what? We're gaming. We're gaming so hard right now. We've been working on this one for a while, passively putting any random event lamps into it and the occasional herb clean or potion I was making for just attack and strength potions and whatnot. So there is 31 to 40 Herblore. And a long time ago, we found the 41 to 50 Herblore tile. I will pick that up right now so I can continue lamping the skill. For now, though, we've got an Anku task to rip through before we do more tile shenanigans. God, I really want to start working on those range levels, but I still have my goal of 75 attack for another cool thing I wanted to do. The world is filled with possibilities, y'all. It is a great day to stay inside and play Runescape. Gotta do a little bit of ranging though, right? We gotta test drive this new magic short bow. Time for the big spec. Let's hit it. It's huge! As much as I don't mind prayer flicking for hours on end for some of these tasks, it is super chill to just click on a thing and then turn my brain off as it dies automatically. But that's a Konar toss in the bag for our 360th task, giving us 90 points, and we can hop into Slayerscape right away and get that task rolled. Oh, no key, but that would be too much to ask for a key after that crazy Kaeldar luck earlier. Our tile board is full of possibilities right now, but I can't in good conscience start spending keys until I finish this mining tile. That's going to reveal 2 tiles to us, and I want to have all the information I can before I make any decisions. So with that, I'm going to go do a little bit more mining to round out level 50, and then we will get to spending these 8 Slayer keys. Okay, so I'm doing jank 3-tick Guamtar mining with a double roll chance by moving the tick before I get to the rock. So what? This probably deserves an explanation segment like we gave to clue juggling, but I don't know. As the neurons in my brain relaxed from the flood of excitement earlier, I just can't help but thinking, what am I doing? This account is coming up on 500 hours played. Is all the dopamine I'm getting from these numbers going up and colored pixels arranging in a specific way providing utility? Is this all a distraction from the biting reality outside this digital world? Has touching grass gone from being a meme to a dream? Am I gonna spend another 500 hours clicking in perfect rhythm hundreds of times per minute to brutally optimize every second I spend in this synthetic universe? Yeah, that sounds sick, let's do it. Okay, that's level 50 mining. Back in Slayerscape, we'll get that tile claimed and reveal 41 to 50 firemaking. I'm still missing 31 to 40, but that will be an easy one to knock out later. 51 to 60 smithing. Okay, well we only have 40 unlocked right now and we're missing the 41 to 50 tile. Neither of those 2 tiles are things we can do right now though, so I'm going to need to survey the board and make us a little plan here. We're looking for something quick and easy to do, and I think we're gonna knock out the Black Knight's Fortress. It's a quest that is a prerequisite to like half of the content in the game. So I think this is a good candidate to get us going on our key spending adventure here. Let's go do the Black Knight's Fortress.
Dear Mario, please come to the castle. I have baked a cake for you. Also, this note will self-destruct in 3 seconds.
Fucking damn it. I've done this quest like a million times in my life, so we're just gonna speed through it. Pro tip, make sure you're backwards long jumping the whole time. If you get the angle right, you can actually clip through this door. Same goes for this wall here, but then after you gotta dunk the cabbage, and this is unfortunately an unskippable cutscene. And that's quest complete. Claim the tile in Slayerscape to reveal another achievement diary that isn't the one I want, and not what I can really do right now. Medium Corrend. Okay. Next up on our list of quests to complete, because they are the backbone of like 20 other quests, is actually Garden of Tranquility. Bonus points, this will give us, I think, enough farming XP to finish our in progress 31 to 40 farming tile we have. So let's keep the questing going with Garden of Tranquility. I'm going to let you all in on a little secret. The abridged quests are not off the dome. I script them, I write them, I read and reread all of the quest dialogue on the Wikipedia transcript to try to think of little funny and silly ideas we can do to retell the quest in a new way you've never seen it done before. But this quest, the transcript for this motherfucking quest about talking to different gardeners to ask them for seeds is like 15 goddamn pages. One of these characters has a backstory about the vampire kingdom that never comes up again. She talks about how she uses her feminine powers to lure men so that she can donate their blood or something. We're just trying to get orchids, lady. Shut the fuck up. What is any of this? Was the person who wrote this quest paid by the word? So anyway, Garden of Tranquility isn't getting a bridge quest. It's just getting this rant. And that is quest complete. We get 2 quest points, 5,000 farming XP, a bunch of other crap that I don't really care about. One interesting thing to note is that has brought our total quest points to 101, meaning I just unlocked a new block slot at every single Slayer Master in the game. That is actually really big. Brings our farming level to 39, so it looks like we'll have to get a little bit more XP to make it all the way to 40. This seems like as good an opportunity as any to talk about mini-games on Slayerscape. They are totally fair game because they are usually unlocked behind tiles. For example, Tithe Farm here requires us to locate and unlock 4 separate farming tiles to have legal access to the minimum 37 farming required to enter. There are, however, 2 mini-games that I'm adding an additional restriction on: Wintertod and Temperos. These minigames have crazy rewards and the tiles required to access them don't reflect their potential. So I'm self-imposing that they each require their associated dragon tool to be received from Slayer drops. That means a dragon harpoon from worms to unlock tempo, and a dragon axe from Dagoneth Kings to access Todd. Okay, sorry for yapping so much over everyone's favorite tune. Let's crank that shit. Okay, that is 100 Golo Vanova fruit. What is this minigame, man? I think you're supposed to turn in 100 at a time because you get a bonus or something. I don't know. Let's see if that is true. Well, we got 9k farming experience. That should be more than enough to get us the level we need. Might even put us into illegal territory. Whoa, that was more XP than I thought it was going to be. That actually shot us up to farming level 42. All right, but now let's cash in our dopamine for our tiles that we have finished. Here is the Garden of Tranquility quest. We'll claim that. Revealing Shiloh Village. Yes! Oh my god, is that our last Slayer Master unlocked? Yeah, with this quest done, we'll have access to Duradel, and that means we'll have access to every single Slayer Master. So good news, my account won't get soft locked by not having enough keys in the future. Excellent, very cool. Shiloh Village is also a prerequisite for a ton of stuff. It gives you access to the gem mines and all kinds of goodies. So goated tile to find. Possibly one we'll even do in this next stretch of tile shenanigans. For now though, let's go get that farming tile claimed. And we reveal Olaf's quest, not as essential. Completing Olaf's quest would give us access to brine rats, which are assignable by Kaeldar and Vanica, and maybe Neve as well, I'm not sure. While we're on the board and in the interest of keeping things legal, we did just push farming right to 42. So I'll pick up the tile for farming levels 41 to 50, and we'll continue to chip away at this skill in the background. At this point, I think there's nothing better to do than Shiloh Village. This is just an evergreen, super important quest, unlocks Duradel, unlocks the gem mine and all kinds of goodies. My memory of this quest is that doing it actually kind of sucks, but whatever. Let's go do Shiloh Village. Looking for your next getaway? Look no further than sunny Shiloh Village. Located in the south of Karamja, enjoy a 5-night stay at the Paramaya Inn for just 35 coins per night, where the beer and wine are almost as cheap as the manual labor you'll be forced to in the gem mines. I mean, go for a swim off the coast of Kern Island. See the local wildlife. Slay an ancient spirit and restore the remains of the zombie witch queen to her eternal resting place. Look at the fucking sand hole. So what are you waiting for? Call now and book your dream vacation to Shiloh Village. And that is quest complete. 2 quest points, access to Shiloh Village, and a bunch of crafting XP that will probably give me an illegal level, yes, an illegitimate crafting level 42. Shiloh Village, baby, we did it, we made it. Let's go say what up to Daddy. We won't be taking a task with him for a good while. Daddy, the rune claws, the Slayer cape that we will eventually have ourselves one day. Oh, what an absolute Chad. And here is the other really big component of Shiloh Village. These gems, these gemstone rocks. These rocks give us consistent access to opals, jades, and topaz. The opals and topaz in particular will allow us to create all the expeditious bracelets and all the bracelets of slaughter we want, so we can speed up any Slayer task we don't like and slow down any task we do like. Whew, access to Shiloh Village, very epic. Let's get that tile claimed and see what the 2 reveals are. Oh my god, that's a big shop allowance! Oh my god, yes! Ah, take that! Hundreds of comments telling me I don't know how to balance a game mode and I should be able to spend more money. This tile has the potential to roll between 25,000 and 100,000 shop allowance, so this could be really big. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with the money. I'm probably gonna hoard it all like frickin' Smaug, but there's no way I'm not taking this tile right now, so let's send it for 1 key, get ourselves our first big shop allowance. Okay, and it unlocks a second. We got 77,826 allowance. We're at 83k allowance. I am now allowed to spend 83k coins. I don't even know what I'm gonna buy. And we found another big shop allowance. Finally, the allowance gods have come around. We've also got Runecraft 41 to 50. I believe we're missing the 31 to 40 tile, so nothing to do here just yet. And we get the Kandaren Hard achievement diary. Well, we haven't done the easy or the medium yet, so nothing too exciting. We'll eventually have to do Barbarian Assault for this tile, but I'll figure out that problem when we come to it. In any case, this is not something we're going to be able to do to progress our board in either direction here. But what we can do right now is get more frickin' money with another big shop allowance tile. A double tile reveal, 1 key, and another roll at 25,000 to 100,000 GP in our allowance. Let's send it. And we get 84k added. We're at 167k allowance. Oh, that's incredible. We have 167,665 coins of shop allowance we can spend. And what did we reveal there? We found sailing 61 to 70. Boy, those are some high sailing levels in the future. We also get Dragon Slayer 1. What? Dragon Slayer 1. Yo, that's actually sick. Oh, that is so interesting. I've been thinking about this quest for a while because by completing this quest, dragons become a rollable task from a lot of Slayer Masters, and dragons are not an excellent task. There are probably more valuable things I could do with my keys right now, but I mean, come on, the quest has the word Slayer right there in the title. So I think it is officially time we become a Dragon Slayer. Dragon Slayer, a quest about becoming a champion only to then beg your mom to buy you members. By obtaining 32 quest points, we gain access to the prestigious Champions Guild. The guild master sends us on a quest to obtain a rune plate body, and even though we have several in our bank, we still need to speak to some weirdo in Edgeville first. Meet Oziak, a recluse who not only possesses the 99 smithing level required to make rune plate bodies, but apparently can also magically inhibit you from wearing one. He says that he'll let us don the legendary armor if we can slay the dragon of Crandor, Elvarg. The guildmaster shits his pants when he hears of the task ahead of us, but after a quick cleanup, he gives us some vital information for our quest. We must first acquire a shield that can resist the dragon's breath. Alternatively, we can feed her an icebreaker mint. Then we'll need to recover a map to navigate the island of Crandor's jagged shores. The map was split into 3 pieces, each held by a wizard. The first is held by Wizard Lozar, or rather it was. Despite being a powerful wizard, he was killed by a level 2 goblin named Wormbrain. We expertly convinced Wormbrain to relinquish the fragment of the map and claim the first piece. The wizard Melzar still has his piece, but he succumbed to AI psychosis after choosing to export his critical thought to an internet chatbot, which convinced him to construct an elaborate maze to hide from the feds. We put him out of his misery and claimed the second piece. Finally, the wizard Thalzar sealed his piece of the map behind an impenetrable door, locked with a magic spell. Only the Oracle atop Ice Mountain knows how to break the seal, but she speaks in cryptic passage. You must solve my riddle. Go down into the dwarven mine. There's a ladder over there. Find the door in the northwest area of the mine. Use the following items on the door.
silk, a wizard's mind bomb, an unfired bowl, and a lobster pot. Do you possess the intellect to untangle this puzzle? None before you have.
We managed to put together the clues and claim the third and final map piece. Now all we need is a ship and a crew to get to Crandor. We purchase a busted up ship for 2,000 coins, even though we just spent 15k on a perfectly good skiff last episode. And we recruit Ned, the rope guy, to captain our ship, again ignoring the fact that we have level 30 sailing and could presumably have done this ourselves. The journey to Crandor goes smoothly with limited casualties. We land gracefully on the beach and brace ourselves to enter the heart of the volcano. Elvarg, the scourge of Crandor, is all that stands between us and our rune plate body. But sadly for her, this quest was designed to be done by little babies 25 years ago, so we absolutely obliterate her and rip her head off with our bare hands. We return to Oziak and triumphantly slam down the dragon's head, claiming our title as the Dragon Slayer. That is quest complete. We are officially a Dragon Slayer. We get a fuck ton of strength and defense XP for our troubles and the ability to equip a rune plate body and also dragon plate bodies for some reason. Can I buy one now, please? We certainly won't, because I think, what does this cost? 84k. Well, we're not a sucker. We will not get robbed by Oziak for a fucking 84k rune plate body. We will wear our brand new Saradomin plate body. Oh, that is a Chad. We got the Guthix hilt, we got the Saradomin body. We are a freaking gamer, man. Not to mention that also lets us equip our green D'hide body, so we got a little ranged upgrade until we get all the way up to 70 range for our black D'hide body. That is excellent. And to cap it all off, we also get to claim the tile and get 2 more reveals. So let's see what we see by claiming Dragon Slayer 1. We find ourselves Hunter 61 to 70, a skill I have not started. I think I might have all of the tiles to get to 70 though. We also find Construction 71 to 80. You can see just how high the skill levels are getting as we get to the furthest reaches of the board down here. So these are not things we're going to be progressing around very easily anytime soon. Oh, these have been some big boy gains, some huge progress, absolutely goated quests with Dragon Slayer and Shiloh Village. I've got one more key left to spend, and I think I'm going to hang on to this key in case inspiration strikes me and I want to do some skill or quest I've forgotten about. So for now, I think we're going to head back to Slayer and get cracking with another 9 Kaeldar tasks into a Konar task. Very doubtful that we'll have as good a luck as we had the first time with those 9 back-to-back keys. But hey, at least we get to do this shit styling now with a rune plate body, which is just fucking epic, man. God damn. So let's get a Kaeldar grind going. We've given her a fair chance to show us some tasks and she's been pretty chill, but for now we will start montaging her tasks with only a few little sides if needed to talk about interesting tasks. Let's hit it. 102 Turoth. Now this is an interesting one. Previously this would have been a skip, but we actually have a lot of options now. We have the allowance, so we could buy a leaf-bladed spear for 31,000 coins, but there's actually another way we can do this task, and even though we're swimming in allowance these days, I would still like to save some when possible. So another option we have for Turoths is actually, now that we have a magic short bow, we can fire broad arrows. For 35 Slayer points, we can get 250 broads. We currently have 991 Slayer points, and there's not a lot else I need to unlock right now. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and buy myself, I don't know, we'll start with 500 broad arrows. And now we can use these to kill Turoths without spending a dime. With that Jelly's task complete, we are at 369, ready to pick up another Konar task, so let's get down to business. Let's hop into Slayerscape. And I gotta tell you folks, I'm getting a sunburn out here on my sunny island theme. I'm gonna switch us back to the moody, dark OG, the classic Slayerscape theme for a bit. Let's get our task log with Kaeldar. We got 9 coming in, bringing us up to 18. There is absolutely no shot we'll get 9 keys again though. That was unheard of. That was crazy luck. Honestly, I'll settle for 4 keys. That would be like a chill amount to ask for. Kaeldar, can we get at least 4 keys of these 9 tasks? Damn, we got 6 keys there. Oh, Keldar is being so good to us. 15 keys in 18 tasks. She's dropped down below a 50-50 at this point too. We're blessed with Keldar. You know what? Keldar is my new favorite Slayer Master. Fuck you, Vanica. But that's not all, folks. Once again, I've managed to complete a hard casket with a little bit of clue juggling. So let's see what we'll get this time. And we get another magic shortbow, not exciting. Rune battle axe, yeah, okay, nothing too wild. We got a clog in that type of one, a teleport, mostly alchables, and I don't know, a spare magic shortbow in case I ever die and lose mine. But it's time for task 370, so Konar, what you got for us? 126 trolls south of Mount Kita Mortem. Not exciting. I almost want to re-roll that for a more fun Konar task. No, that's doable. I shouldn't do that. So thanks, Konar. Kind of a boring task, but whatever. Well, boring task or not, at least we got 71 Slayer in the process. Very nice. Alrighty, that is our troll task complete. Thank you, Konar, for those 90 points. We didn't get any brimstone keys, though. That's always a little bit of a bummer when we do a Konar task. We don't get any brimstone keys. But will we get the key that matters? A Slayer key, sitting at a 69.1% chance. Konar, may we have a key, please? No, we'll have 309 allowance, huh? Thanks for nothing, Konar. But even without Konar's key, we've got 7 Slayer keys right now. Lots of possibilities. I'm going to take a look at the board and see what I think makes most sense here. It is always nice to have the maximum amount of information we can get before we make a lot of choices with our keys. We have some tiles in flight right now which could reveal new information. I don't know if I can push Herblore all the way up to 50, but I'll see what we can do there. And we can certainly do farming from 41 to 50 if I'm willing to jam out to the banjo sounds of Tithe Farm. I don't hate that idea. I like Tithe Farm. Am I weird? Is it weird to like Tithe Farm? I like Tithe Farm. I'm not afraid to say it.
Come on down to the farm. It's fun.
Okay, and that's 600 Golovanova fruit. Cultivated, watered, harvested, whatever the fuck you do here. Whatever, man, let's shove these Golovanova fruit into the sack and see how much XP we get. 9k there, another 9k. We're level 44 farming, hell yeah, let's keep it going. 45 farming, got maple trees, we got access to the farming guild there. Whoa, I'm also level 47 now. Wait, I gotta click through all this. We got watermelons. Man, we're just ripping through farming right now. Let's go. That's level 48, 49, all fucking calculated. It's perfect. That is level 50 farming. Wonderful. A chill day in the banjo factory. Let's get that farming tile claimed to reveal. Well, it was gonna happen eventually, folks. I was going to reveal a tile like this. You may see that that is the ranged skill icon. Why would the ranged skill icon be on the board? We already have access to level 99 range. What is this tile asking me to do? It's asking me to perform the ranged skill cape emote. Yes, there are tiles on the board that demand I get all the way to 99, not just in the skills we have to unlock with Slayerscape, but in all the default unlocked combat skills and perhaps the Slayer skill as well. About time I revealed one of these. I guess I am very far away from the center of the board, and our other reveal here is Morning's End Part 2. Interesting. Well, whatever this tile is here, it is going to be hard to get to without either getting 99 range or completing Morning's End Part 2. But that is just the nature of the board when you get very far away from the center. Now we're seeing some really, truly difficult to complete tiles down on this end. I've been staring at my board looking for ways to break into this corner down here. It contains a lot of mediocre options. The Ascent of Arceus is an easy to get done quest if you have hunter levels. It requires level 12 hunter, and I actually haven't even unlocked the hunter skill at all yet. So while this would reveal 2 tiles, it will cost me 3 keys to get this quest done. Not great. Ratcatchers is doable now and reveals 2 tiles, but it's also just a quest that doesn't really go anywhere or lead to anything. The only thing it opens up is partial completion required for the Falador achievement diary, so also not wonderful. And then we have Elemental Workshop 2, which I'm surprised I'm looking at this as seriously a quest we could approach doing. And completing this quest will get us access to skeletal wyverns with just 1 more Slayer level. Skeletal Wyverns actually have an insane drop table, so I think I don't mind unlocking them. So doing Elemental Workshop 1 is pretty decent. Completing Elemental Workshop 2 as a follow-up wouldn't do a lot for us, but it does help us develop this corner of the board. So in the interest of discovery and unlocking Skeletal Wyverns, I think we're going to commit to doing the Elemental Workshops 1 and 2. Let's get started with a little double header of questing.
Hey, I'm Brian, your friendly neighborhood ocean inspector. We're gonna give this here workshop a little look-see. Don't worry, it should be quick so long as you ain't got any code violations. Okay, see, so the water on the floor here, yeah, that's gotta get mopped up ASAP, bud. That's a real health and safety hazard. Someone could slip and fall, smash right into one of them there water elementals. Now that giant exposed cog beside the humongous pair of bellows, yeah, that could definitely cause some real damage. You're gonna wanna get some nice fence around that. Now, and I ain't trying to cause a hassle, but having your employees place their bare hands into a trough of lava with a stone bowl to get your furnace going, yeah, that ain't exactly up to code neither. I see you's also got a little earth elemental infestation. You might want to get that checked out too. Overall, I'm gonna have to give this here workshop a D, what with all the potential for mortal injury and severe burns is all.
And that's Elemental Workshop 1. We get 5k crafting and smithing XP, pretty rad. We also get ourselves the Elemental Shield, which we will use in the future for our Skeletal Wyvern tasks. Let's get that tile claimed and go start Elemental Workshop 2. Alright, doing the Brian voice destroyed my throat. Elemental Workshop 2 is just the same thing, only more horrifyingly dangerous. Plus, there's a machine at the end that literally sucks the brain cells out of your skull.
I should buy Bitcoin.
And that is Elemental Workshop 1 and 2 complete. We got another quest point, 7,500 crafting and smithing XP. It was a 2-key investment, so hopefully it pays off, especially if this southern tile is something we can do, because that will be a 3-tile reveal here, and that would be sweet. So, what do we get? Looks like we've got ourselves, hey, 31 to 40 runecrafting. I don't mind more runecrafting, and actually I'm pretty close to the level right now, so we will probably pick that one up. Check the sailing tile. It's 41 to 50. Unfortunately, we're missing the 31 to 40 tile, so this isn't something we're going to be able to do. Hopefully whatever this tile is isn't too important because it's a little bit difficult for us to get to it right now. But we can reveal 2 more tiles by knocking out this 31 to 40 runecrafting. I am in fact at 39 runecrafting, just 304 XP off the level. I think I left myself just barely below the level from some previous grind on purpose so that we could at least have the satisfaction of doing a level before unlocking the tile. Let's go make some runes and get our level 40 runecrafting. And there we go, level 40 runecrafting. Oh neat, that also got us to total level 1150. Huh, neat. With that tiny bit of runecrafting done, we can claim the tile. And we get 2 quests. What do we get? Rag and Bone Man 2. Alright, whatever, man. I'm not doing this quest. Forget about it. Forget you saw this tile. We also unlock Shadows of Custodia. I think that's a Varlamore quest. It's actually sort of a Slayer relevant quest because it gives us access to the Custodian Stalkers, but the construction and hunter requirements of this quest currently make it a little bit awkward for us to get to. Our exploration into the southeast corner of the board has just not been super fruitful. I do have an option for a fairly evergreen, always good to unlock quest, which is the Tourist Trap. This is essential for general Slayer progress because it is a requirement for Desert Treasure 1, and I don't know, maybe I'll be doing tasks with Ice Barrage like a real Slayer boy one day. There are undoubtedly quite a few steps between me and that, but one of those steps we can take right now by completing the Tourist Trap. Welcome to a little section of the video I like to call None of this progress was very interesting, even if some of it was important. We completed the Tourist Trap and saved Anna. Because you're getting cheated out of an abridged quest, just think of the funniest joke you can involving Anna in a barrel. You got it in your head? Okay, now imagine I said that. Turning in this tile revealed the Medium Wilderness Diary and Firemaking 51 to 60. Neither of which we can do, so another dead end. At this point I was grasping at straws for what to do next. Then I realized our recently acquired farming levels opened up the potential to complete the Mauritania Achievement Diary, because we can grow watermelons. I really thought that the Ardoin Diary would be the first of these tiles we unlock, but oh well. Turns out we get more swamp content. Claiming the tile turned up another big shop allowance and Firemaking 31 to 40, making the 51 to 60 tile we found a moment ago relevant, as we also have the 41 to 50 tile. But burning so many keys on a skill that doesn't provide any other value didn't feel like the play for now. The big shop allowance was a triple reveal though, so we took that to reveal yet another big shop allowance, Family Crest, and the Eyes of Gluffery. Useful prereqs for other quests, but nothing we need to pursue with our last key. With that last key, we picked up Runecraft 41 to 50, which is where we'll rejoin the action, as I think I've skimmed over a bunch of the boring shit I didn't feel like talking about. Anyway, Take it away, past Dan. Thanks, future Dan. That's 50 runecraft here at Guardians of the Rift. Let's go do some loot pulls, see if we get spooned a lantern. We get 2 sources of cheap dopamine, one for claiming that tile in a moment, but another for claiming these 25 reward points at the rewards guardian here. Let's do it all with big searching, get it over with real quick, 5 at a time, let's go. Hey, look at that. We got all of our pouches sorted out. We got the giant pouch and the large pouch. We also got a ton of runes, really good runes too. A lot of nature runes, some cosmics, catalytics we love to see, and some abyssal pearls to spend in the future. Very nice. Thank you, Goater. Get ourselves a tile log. No keys to spend if we reveal something juicy, but we can always do more Slayer. So get this claimed, and this is a big shop allowance. We've seen this. This rolls between 25,000 and 100,000 coins, but that to the south, that appears to be a huge shop allowance. A huge shop allowance tile rolls between 250,000 and 1 million coins. I've received a lot of comments on past videos about how the whole spending thing in allowance just seemed jank and I was never going to have enough money and I shouldn't be able to spend every dime I have. Well, if I were to claim this, I would actually be able to spend a lot of the money I have in game. But we can't unlock that allowance tile without first getting a Slayer key. So let's get back into some Kaeldar. We still got our mystery goal of needing 75 attack. We still want to be working on ranged XP when we can. And of course, we'll keep trying to juggle clues. So without further ado, it's time for another montage. Another day, another Kaeldar montage complete. Wrapping up with some Basilisk there, bringing us to 379. Get things cracking with some key rolling. Kaeldar, another 9 tasks coming in, bringing us to 27 lifetime tasks. Let's roll. Dude, my Kaeldar luck is fucking insane. This is crazy. She is just pouring keys down my throat. That sounded more aggressive than I meant it to. Either way, Kaeldar, I'm into it. And as per our new tradition of trying to juggle hard clues and get a casket every time we do a Kaeldar montage, we did manage to get one, so let's send it. Rune junk, some sharks, nothing too exciting. Can't all be winners, and we've been pretty blessed with hard clues, so whatever. We'll be mixing it up with Konar here because I'm not actually going to take a task from her. I'm going to be popping my 92 worms that I have remaining out of storage here. I'd like to finish this task so that my storage is cleared up in case I want to chuck something else spicy in there in the future. Oh, by the way, I bought task storage. I guess I never really acknowledged that. I've never actually used task storage before, so I'm still kind of figuring it out. I like being able to stash a slow but useful task away while I'm trying to grind for keys or whatever. Worms are kind of like the ideal task to store, I think. And I always want to do them for the drops, but I don't always want to spend that long at one task. Hey, we got 74 attack, nice. And this kill should be bringing us to 72 Slayer. So we'll finally be able to actually attack some skeletal wyverns and put that elemental shield to good use. And that's a worms task complete, 177 worms for task number 380. Splendid. We'll log that task with Konar. You know, I feel like she doesn't give me keys anymore. 11 tasks, only 4 keys. She has not been super kind to me. Luckily, Kaeldar is our homegirl. She is fucking hooking us up. Thank you, Kaeldar. Konar, you know what? We'll have to talk about this on your annual review. All right, back in the grid. We've got 6 keys, and you know it's coming. Some more dopamine is coming our way because I am going to unlock and claim this huge shop allowance tile. Now, as a reminder, this is going to roll between 250k and 1 mil allowance to spend. Our money troubles will be over forever. This could still be a low roll and be a little bit sad. If I roll closer to a mil, I don't know, maybe we buy a cannon. Maybe the time has come for our cannon arc. So let's see, what do the RNG gods have in store for us? We're gonna unlock this tile, claim it, and we get 941,000 coins, nearly a mil, nearly maxed out the amount of money we could get from that tile. That is beautiful. We have over 1 million coins of shop allowance we can spend. I can buy whatever I want. I easily have that much GP in game with our rune alchables from Slayer. We are officially a big spender. We'll check out the tiles we revealed. Agility 71 to 80. Now I know we have 61 to 70 here, but our current unlock level is only 40, and I don't have have any of the tiles from 41 to 50 or 51 to 60. But that's exciting. Once we find those tiles, we'll be able to rocket around and get a ton of agility experience. That's really dope. And our other tile reveal is Desert Treasure 2, The Fallen Empire. We have located our first Grand Master quest, and it's Desert Treasure 2. We are missing 1 billion requirements from being able to do this quest. This is a very far off distant goal for us, but of course, one day we will be able to complete this tile, and that will grant us access to the 4 Desert Treasure bosses. This is a quest we won't be able to do for a long time, but it is very exciting to find. We've explored so far south of our starting tile that we are now at the extent of the board finding things like giant shop allowance tiles and Grand Master quests and high level skills. This is pretty exciting, but a little far outside of what I'm able to do right now. Something we can do right now is alch some rune items. I want to know just how big our cash stack is, compare that to our shop allowance, so that we can get a sense of just how much spending we can do. Right on, a little over 1.4 mil in runite alchables down the drain. Combined with our cash stack in the bank right now, that's actually over 2 million coins to spend. And of course, that's about double our new shop allowance of 1140k. I don't even know what I want to spend all this money on, but I feel unlocked. I have a good chunk of change and lots of allowance. I've really been able to source almost everything I need through Slayer and my unlock skills anyway, so I'm actually not dying to spend a single cent of this GP, but boy does it feel good to have. With our money troubles sorted, it's time for more questing. I'm actually going to go knock out 2 mystery quests related to my 75 attack goal. I'll show the tile reveals between the quests, but right now, it's mystery time. It's a mystery quest. What could it be? And we find ourselves what lies below. This is another Defender of Varrock requirement, so maybe kind of interesting, but now time for the next mystery quest. It's another mystery quest. Oh shit, that guy got jacked up. Mystery. Cheeky tile reveal here, hopefully something good. Oh, it's another big shop allowance. We're not starving for allowance. It would reveal 2 tiles, but I'd rather be developing this corner of the board a bit more, so I think spending one of these 3 keys over here is the better play. Dude, the board gets so crazy when you are this far into Slayerscape. Remember, I didn't know exactly how this game mode was going to play out, because it's not like I can play test it with a quick 1,000 hours in Runescape to figure out if everything's going to make sense. What I will say though is that I want to get down into this corner, and for reasons I can't explain, the time has come to do the quest Ratcatchers. Now I'm not going to actually show you a damn thing about this quest. I'm pretty sure Jimmy wrote his master's dissertation on the quest, so if you want Ratcatchers context, go find the Jimmy video. I'm just gonna fucking send it. Oh, immediate regret. Always read the fine print, team. This quest requires access to Keldorgrim, which means I need to have started the giant dwarf. My bad. For now, we're just gonna start this quest. I don't actually want to do it right now. I don't really like the dwarf quest line. Oh no, everything's fucked. Oh no. And we'll get this quest sorted out in the future when we actually need it completed and not just started. And I know I said I wouldn't show any Ratcatchers, but here, have a little bit of my suffering. Come on. Why did he turn around and snipe me? Does he have eyes in the back of his head? Dude, go anywhere else. Please move, please move. Go away, go away. No, walk this way. No, fuck off. No, bro. God damn it. What the fuck, man? What, I had the fucking 1 game tick to fucking walk back to the place? Get away from me, this guy. Holy shit, this is worse than I remembered. And that's as much as Ratcatchers as I can afford to show you, because I have to pay Quackmire the censorship duck every time I say fuck. That one doesn't count, buddy. Oh god, it's over. It's over, thank god. Okay, 2 quest points, a bunch of illegal thieving XP, and access to the rat pits. We can now make our cat into like a wily cat or something. I don't think that's a thing we care about. Due to the Keldorgrim fiasco, that ended up being a 2 key investment to reveal 2 tiles. So actually not the best, but hopefully these are 2 worthwhile tiles. What do we get? Oh, that's a good one. The Haunted Mine is an excellent one. We'll be able to get access to Tarn's Lair and finally get a salve amulet. I put this one on a tier list ages ago. This is a great tile. The medium Kendaran diary. Is this really not the achievement diary for Ardoin? Where the hell is that? Is that here? Where is it? Where is it? My board is bugged. Whatever, man. I think we will spend this last key on Haunted Mine before we head back to Slayer. Let's go earn ourselves that salve amulet. Haunted Mine, a quest about honestly kind of nothing. I don't know, man. This guy gives you a key, you walk over to the mine. Oh, look, a rune crossbow, weird. This mushroom puzzle is completely trivialized by Quest Helper, but man, if you did this quest back in the day on RuneScape 2, working this shit out felt like solving a Rubik's Cube with your feet. Also, they gave this boss a weakness to air spells, so even the notorious and deceptively powerful boss in the quest just isn't really a thing anymore. But I still massively over-prepared, like what? And that's quest complete for 2 quest points, 22k strength XP, and access to Tarn's Lair. Get that tile claim to reveal 2, and what do we find? We get Then we could have a little more fun on the farm with our banjo companion. And we get fletching, 41 to 50. We've got fletching unlocked up to 40 right now. 41 to 50 being a 3-tile unlock actually makes us pretty attractive. So in the future when I have more keys, that might be one to pick up. Before we head back to Slayer, let's craft ourselves a salve amulet. But this is not the full potential salve amulet, not yet. There are 5 steps to powering up our salve amulet. Step 1 is we use this handy dandy teleport on our Slayer ring to take us to the center of Tarn's lair. Step 2, we introduce Tarn to the business end of our rune scimitar. Step 3, we gently invade Tarn's privacy by using his diary to empower the amulet. Step 4, we spam forfeit in a PvP minigame without violating our rule to not attack monsters off task, because apparently Jagex made this the most convenient way to imbue items. And step 5, we claim our scroll of imbuing after a hard day of forfeiting and use it to unlock our salve amulet's full potential. Now, this was like a really random side quest, but this bad boy gives us 20% accuracy and damage boost to undead creatures with all 3 combat styles. That is incredible for Aberrant Spectre tasks, which are currently one of the slowest tasks I have to do. Here we are once again out of keys and ready to do more Slayer. Now, I've been pursuing an attack level of 75 for a little mystery goal. Have you guessed it? We just need 1 more attack level and to roll a particular task. So we push a little further and grind a little harder until... there it is, 75 attack, and it's while we're on a greater demon task. Oh, it couldn't have lined up more perfectly. If you hadn't already figured it out, the mystery quests were the Golem and Shadow of the Storm, upgrading our silver light to a dark light, and with the power of the Dark Altar and 3 ancient shards, we can create Arclight. Requiring level 75 attack to wield, this 4-tick attack speed blade boasts a massive 70% accuracy and damage boost when fighting demons. We are currently on a greater demon task, which means we can face off against Skotizo, the demonic ruler of the Karen catacombs. While he isn't a mechanically complex boss, he's rocking 450 hit points and a max hit of 38, attacking with both magic and melee. I'm not gonna lie, I'm like a little scared to do this boss. This is supposed to be like an easy baby starter boss, but you know, our stats aren't great. The 60 defense isn't excellent, the 57 magic is not excellent. Both those things will mean Skotizo will be hitting us a lot through our red D'hide, green D'hide combo. But we've got a couple of potions, an inventory full of sharks, our beautiful new Arclight, and a pocket full of dreams. So you know what? Let's send it. Missed both specs, off to a good start. A 21, okay, that's what we need. Arclight is putting in work right now. Nice. Throughout the fight, these altars will pop up. We can one-shot them with Arclight, which is perfect. We need to take these down regularly, otherwise all damage dealt to Skotizo will be reduced by, I think, 15% per altar. Hitting a lot of zeros, man. I'm seeing a lot of zeros. His health is not going down very fast. I have no idea what frequency should really focus on killing these things, honestly. I'm just like going for them every time there's 2 up. And another 0 on our spec. Wonderful. Okay, he's past 50% now, so he's spawning his ads. They only attack with melee, so they shouldn't pose much of a problem. Okay, please let us land a spec. Never! Oh my god, am I gonna run out of food here? I just can't deal damage. I missed every spec. Oh, we're completely out of food. All right. Oh, we need these hits, come on. 55 more health. Don't mage me. A 24. I'm stopping prayer flicking, I don't wanna fuck it up. Please, please. Oh my god, this is brutal. So many zeros. No! Oh, 2! Oh, so devastating with 24 health, a death, an L to Skotizo. Oh, it's brutal, man. Oh, that's so sad. As we take stock after our death, down an inventory of sharks and an entire prayer potion of which I have few, the toll of that loss set in. Not to mention, a loss to Skotizo still consumes the dark totem needed to enter the boss's lair. I had to face facts and accept that sometimes we won't always have a happy ending. Ah, you know me, I'm a rascal. I bought an inventory full of blondes, I got another totem, and we are gonna run it back and hope we hit better. Let's go! Oh, the specs were garbage again, but okay. We still believe, we still believe. Oh my god, we're hitting like a monster. Oh my god, these hits are crazy! We are messing up this guy's whole life. He's already below 50%, we've barely touched our food. Alright, come on, big spec. Man, those specs just love to miss. And down he goes. Sit, kid. What do we get for our troubles? We get 3 rune plate bodies, an ancient shard, the guaranteed hard clue scroll drop, and some infernal ashes. That's another boss down on Slayerscape. It had been months since we took on Skurius, and I'd been looking at the task list of new masters, trying to plan which bosses we might be able to take on next. As soon as I revealed the Shadow of the Storm tile, I started thinking Skotizo could be next on our list. Needless to say, I am a satisfied Slayer right now, and there are plenty more bosses in our future. But with our fates sealed by the tile board, who knows which boss we'll take on next time. Thank you to all my members here on YouTube, with a special shout out to those in the Runite tier: Aphex, Anima Machine, Bari, Bramble, Club Gather, Don't Blink, Dulf, Flu Fluverton, Freya Maid, GFFF25, Mr. Catbong, Leviair Dawnset, Magia Rebia, Mick Skip, Nelson Rohrbach, Ratret, Redwall 45, Rodrigo Casas, St. Pablo, That Damn Realtor, The Crybin, Troy Monster, Verpalingert, and Will Wonder.